Hey, here we are again. And I guess we're just picking right up from where we left off last time. So we are now in Labyrinthos, which is under Old Charlian, which is basically their very snazzy warehouse facility. So this is now the 4th video that I'll be making about this. So I guess let's just hop right to it. So we gotta talk to all of these. Hello, Erenville. Talk to the Gleaners, there we go. You here to help or give me more headaches? Because you don't have the look of a Gleaner and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. Man, people are in a bad mood. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Your exchange with Erenville has taught you about exhausted Gleaners. Gather information in Upper Acrithos. Junkmonger, Mender. Thief. Let me think. The Rhea seeds should be item 1058, human seeds 1059, Snurbbleberry 1060, or were they 1061? My head feels like it's stuffed with mogo grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Curzon carrots for the Girabanian carrots? What then? Your exchange with Thief has taught you about large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. Hey Krile, what's up? Most of those gathered here appear to be Gleaners. Why don't you wander around and try making small talk? I'm trying. Where is everyone else anyway? Where's the twins? Dobbin. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books, and ore, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped into our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Your exchange with Dobbin has taught you about taking stock in Labyrinthos. Right. Krile, I have news for you. Oh, there's Fourchenault. I didn't see her. Any luck, Alisaie? What tales do the Gleaners have to tell? Oh, I actually wrote it down. So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Wait, let me talk to... Where are the twins? Where are my kids? Nay, I am not shirking my duties. I've not been down here in an age and wished to get my bearings before I went bumbling about. From what I can see, however, there is naught obviously out of place. It seems we shall have to resort to discreet inquiries as usual. I mean, it's kinda gorgeous. What's down there? Anyway. Alright, let's go. Let's get this over with. Apparently you could fly here. Krile appears lost in thought. We would do well to learn more of what, specifically, the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Alisaie, I have an idea. What is your cunning plan? Oh, I actually have to sit down to listen to you. How to talk to your Poporo. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. Oh man, you're gonna make me catch marmots now. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here, who is, like, right here watching us and listening to everything we are saying. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting! Alright, Krile, if you say so. Alright, Marmot guy, where are you? Wow, okay, okay. You wish to help me find the marmots? I've nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Of course I'm offering from the goodness of my heart. The name is Erenville Friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Naxian marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For our mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Oh no. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot, or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Alright, Erenville. First, so I have to use this rat sack. Okay. Can I use my bike now? Oh man, now we're catching mice. The fuck is that? It's not you, is it? It's a troll. There are trolls. Oh fucking hell, where do I find those things? Oh, there I see one. Oh no, it's a fight. Is this one of those? Ugh. Glare 3, glare harder. Oh, fuck. Does it come in threes? No, come back here, you little fuck. Oh. Okay, I thought he was gonna run away. Barely have you readied the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off into the underbush. Glorified rat catcher objective fulfilled. It's so... the game has become self-aware. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, one more? That is not a coyote. Squeak! Come on, get in. Come here! The rodent nimbly evades your grasp before once more disappearing into the trees. God damn it. Glorified rat catcher indeed. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm guessing it's up there? Let's stay away from the mean-looking motherfucker. Those two mean-looking motherfuckers. Oh no, you're right in the corner. Get in the sack. Get in the back. Get in the bag. More prepared for its speed this time, you succeed in closing the sack over your elusive quarry. Okay. So I guess it's time to go back. It's kind of been a long while since I've been doing fetch quests for everybody in Eorzea. I see we're back to our roots. Alright, here's your stupid marmot. Or whatever it is. You weren't cute. Sup? How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. You mean this motherfucker? Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Odd. Clever. Wait a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. He's kinda cute. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them in the first place? What will you do with the marmots now? Why, the authority in charge of Labyrinthos, now and in perpetuity. The same officials who've had us working day and night of late. The honorable members of the Forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Alisaie. Is this the Gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Mm-hmm. Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk anyway? I am Krile of the students of Baldesion. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Laters! Yeah, he's kind of growing on me. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? Something, yada. So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered when the operation was begun. The Forum contacted the Gleaners' guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telephroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives a distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long the making. They were but waiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telephoi's declaration was what set it all in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archeion? From there we can reach the lower... Oh. Krile? Krile? Krile, what's wrong? Oh, I'm fine, truly. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. What's wrong, Krile? Sorry, I clicked it. Speech bubble a little too fast. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeion. We follow the path east through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Krile? Krile, what's wrong? Suspicious. Very sus. Okay, let's go. Oh, do I have to take the side? Oh yeah, watch out for the trolls, right? Okay. That's a very good motto to live by. Watch out for the trolls. Okay, so how the fuck do I get down there, by the way? I just follow this. Okay, okay. And remember, we have learned our lesson from Thavnair. We do not stop for weird monsters at the side of the road. Hi guys! Bye guys! One sec. I see an etherite. Sorry. Oh, this is cute. Okay. Okay. Now we can talk. And I see a Jacobo keep too. Thank you. Hey, the Jacobo keeps here are like way better dressed than the ones in, say, Gridania. Krile, are you alright? Don't worry about me. I'm hale and healthy. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that... Nay, let's discuss this later. The investigation demands our undivided attention. No, I think we should talk about it now. You're doing the whole zombie thing where you're like bitten by a zombie and you hide it from your friends. Vishtola, this is the foremost material archive in Sharlayan. I should love to explore its treasures shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. Alisaie? Were you caught in mist on your way here? The sprayers keep the air humid, so the habitat feels as close as possible to a natural forest. Humidifiers! Alphinaud? Behold the Archeion. As Numenon serves as Sharlayan's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building, you see, is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeion contains a physical history of Sharlayan's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Okay. Are you still saying the same things? Or did your dialogue change? Nope. Alphinaud is gazing into the Archeion with an appraising look. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Okay. So... in there? Such a pretty place. Burly researcher. Gemstone trader. Okay, we'll talk later. Let me just bring my bike into this government building. Oh no. Oh no. Triple try. Lift operator. Okay, okay. Hi. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archeion's vaults. Peruse? You are clearly not Gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldesion, but is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? That sucks. Students of Baldesion. What are you up to? The fuck? Oh no, he's sus. Alphinaud. The Forum must be wary of exposure indeed to so heavily restrict the use of public institutions. If they're going to close off facilities, then they ought to announce it. The students must be furious. Labyrinthos is constructed in the shape of a mortar. This upper layer is called the Outer Circuit, and the Medial Circuit lies one tier below us. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Oh no, you're gonna make me do chores again. You're gonna make me do chores again. Okay. I see one over there. Your name is Shushitabi? Shushitabi? Bemused student. Oh dear, what's wrong? Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archeion even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere, but it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Oh dear. Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeion is open again. At first we thought it might have escaped from one of the research laboratories, but when we reported our find to the studium, they were just as dumbfounded as we were. If it truly is a newly discovered species, we could have our names appear in a gazette. Okay, this is a rather big-ish place. So, oh, god damn it, I am so jealous of everyone who could fly. Oh, oh, here we go. Bone-weary worker. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a Gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Where? Where? Oh, I see him. Okay. You! Quiet. You'll frighten it away. Frighten what away? Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. Okay, I'll do it. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. I know, right? Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with the sleeping dart. Eh? The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Where's the thing he wants me to use? Okay, I'm assuming it'll just pop up. Search your surroundings for the hornbill. You may move the camera as well as zoom in or out. Target the hornbill and use the blowgun with left click. Okay, oh, so this is like the shoebill thing back in... and that thing in Tomra. Oh. You have... Oh, I must have dated the wrong bird. I thought it was supposed to be a... Okay, let me try again. Oh. Sorry. Can we take it anyway? I'm sorry. He looked like a hornbill to me. Not listening to instructions. Sorry. I mean, this is good, right? We come back with more specimens. So it's craw. Cool. Is it this one? Is it... I think it's... Is it this one? Oh! Finally! Oh yeah, he did say it was green. I'm sorry. Oops. Yeah. There's... So, are you gonna collect it before it drowns, or...?
A fair shot!
You have voice?
Nicely done! Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
I like his voice. He doesn't sound too bad.
There you are. Any new revelations?
I shot a bird. It went craw.
So you met with that Gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill?
Yeah.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, It's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a Gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Below?
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Wow, hardcore.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
Mericidia.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
Wow.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
Are we terraforming?
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we Gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans.
You're my new thumbnail.
Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
It's okay.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
He's right.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the Medial Circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
I can't quite place his accent, but I like it.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Okie dokie. Oh man, you're gonna make me climb in heels and a skirt. I got dressed up for this, you guys. I guess your Stola is just gonna like float down there or some shit. Fucking black mages. Okay. So... where are we heading again? That way? How do we get that way? Wait, one sec. I'm gonna join this real quick. Provided I don't die. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna dip in. I just realized I don't have a... Uh-oh. I didn't get anything anyway. I don't know where people are going, but okay. Go away, shoo. Shoo, leave me alone. Go away, stupid bird. Okay. Why do I have lollyho in my hotbar? Let's get that out. Okay. Going back. Y'shtola. The medical circuit which Erenville mentioned is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest level of Labyrinthos with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. Krile? I never would have noticed this cave on my own. Thank the scholar that Erenville knew of it, and that you were there to persuade him to share. I took a quick peek inside, but it's awfully dark in there. I can imagine. Okay, Alphinaud. This must be it, the entrance to the mineshaft. It's faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. I've been getting all of these coffers. I haven't exactly been using them. Headgear coffer, okay. We'll deal with that later, I suppose. Ah, I forgot. Are you saying anything new? Man-made though it may be, this shaft was designed to resemble a natural cave system. Heed Erenville's warning and do step carefully. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Meaning I'm going alone. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I guess, try to mount up. If this is anything like Minecraft, then, this big, wide, open cavern means trouble. I will deal with mob farming later. Okay. What you got for me? What do you want me to fight? Noble Mirth Cap. Okay. Survey the area and defeat any enemies that appear. I guess that counts. Let's keep going. I'm getting Minecraft PTSD. Yeah, wait. Aren't you resetting? Okay, I thought so. Okay, next. Oh no, is that guy gonna keep going back and forth and resetting? Yeah, he is. Ah. Okay. They're really gonna make me go all the way around. Oh, I see a change in terrain. I guess we're there. That mine shaft was infested with mithril caps. Some sort of research project, I wonder. I suppose they are a most unusual creature. Why did they develop such long limbs when all they do is shuffle about narrow tunnels? I was being careful, I swear. The slope was steeper than I thought and I lost my footing for a moment, that's all. I'm not injured if you don't count my pride. Alexia, did you know Krile almost took a tumble back there? She can't possibly still be dizzy from the lift. I'm wondering what's up. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident, nothing of consequence at least, and as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the Medial Circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Erenville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. So, you coming? My memories of this place are a touch hazy, but if we keep to the path heading north, then we should eventually arrive at a farm of some kind. Okay, the rest are saying the same things. I really should get... Any chance there's any Aether currents nearby? No? I was kind of hoping I could get a head start. Hey, those are like leafmen. Okay. When you say path north, do you mean this one? Oh god. Did you mean this? I am aggroing everything in the 3-mile radius. Wonderful. Stray garlic, stray queen, stray eggplant. Oh my goodness. Go away. Shoo. Right here. Right here. Stray mandragora. Oh, is this what Island Sanctuary is gonna be like? Oh, the famous grapes. I finally get to set my eyes on them. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Meryall Agronomics. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. You made a pun. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Foods so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. You? I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? More talking? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful clues. I keep forgetting to put up the cover. Oh no, all I could see are housing items, you guys. They're all housing items to me. I want to see what Krile has to say. A field full of ripe vegetables being left to rot on the vine. Not a single picker hard at work. Clearly, procuring readily available fresh food is not the forum's priority. Well, that's a shame. Alisaie. I'm told this cart holds the harvest meant for the larders here. Nothing out of the ordinary. You were told. Or so you were told. Nogia. Oh, it's not often you meet someone here who so obviously doesn't belong. Can I help you with something? Tell me about yourself. For now at least, I am the second most important person in this facility. Now, you may think I am shirking my duties, but even at this very moment I am envisioning how we can improve our methods. Gazing upon this watermill calms my heart and clears my mind of unnecessary thoughts, leaving room only for brilliant ideas. Even so, inspiration takes time, and today it seems to be slower in the coming than usual. What kind of place is this? Meryall Agronomics is where the finest agricultural minds gather to research plant specimens from around the realm and the methods by which to cultivate them. The plants grown here are also used to feed the people working in Labyrinthos, straight from our fields to their tables, fresh as fresh can be. Okay. Alphinaud? And so you've spent years researching these high-yield cultivation techniques? Oh, he's busy. Okay, fine. Harried Harvester. Where's your Stola? The famous grapes. I am not complaining. Less poly, the better. What crops are you raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsebard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvos before the Imperials named it Locus Amenus. Ooh, Corvos. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Huh. Where's your Stola? Seriously. Oh. Where did you float away to? Overwhelmed laborer. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. Gods, hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Might need a bit of water in a bit. Y'shtola, where are you? Seriously, where'd you go? Everyone's counted for. Where is she? Anyway. Debki. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? I'm not telling. The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has us filling order lists a malm long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Visit us again when the lift is back in normal operation. I should hope we'll have all new crops to show you by then, but we probably won't. At least he's honest. Oh. Okay. Let's go check it out. No! Stray tomato! I should really not stop and look at things. I got murdered the last time that happened. The labels in these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. What about the stray tomatoes? Eh? Well, that can't be right. Am I seeing shit?
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Don't do that.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heartblooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
That sounds deep.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders.
Oh.
Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy. Dark subdued shades for frustration or despair.
So it's like a mood ring.
Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild.
Why does this kind of sound like Steve Irwin?
With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartblooms' secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
That's it? You're not going to introduce yourself or anything? You just came over, gave me an explanation, and left?
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
You know that's not a good idea.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archeion?
It's our friend.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice.
Better
If
be.
you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
Yep.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Krile?
Krile?
That's what I said.
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
Are you alright?
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Krile?
Almost. I can almost reach you.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Alphinaud. It feels wrong to spy on Erenville, helpful as he's been, but what other choice do we have? Alisaie. Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. Krile, sweetie? Forgive me. My attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? What's been distracting you? Is Krile still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. That's what I'm saying! Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Did you see which way Erenville went? Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archeion. Come, we can still catch him. Oh no, you're gonna make me run again. No, which way did you guys go? How exactly are we eavesdropping, guys? We're like in full view of everything. Krile. I can still hear it. Who are you talking about? We've fallen too far behind and this damned mist won't help matters. It seems Y'shtola wishes to have a word with us. I can see that. Hold a moment. I have an idea. Yes? If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta. Logisticon Beta. That is such a nice name. One of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Hi! Nothing to see here. Don't mind us. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. He's a little busy returning our books. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Oh no. No! 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 We are not— You are not— How dare you! Hippity hop, my little toads. How dare you! Goodness! Are you fucking kidding me? Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where the creature's hereabouts. In that form, you are essentially defenseless. Thanks, Y'shtola. You have changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Oh, speak with Y'shtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Guys, how is this a good idea? Ribbit? Stand still and I shall recast the spell. The transformation should last long enough to allow you to find and spy upon Erenville. Oh god. Ribbit! Alphinaud and Alisaie are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area, putting too much distance between you, or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. Okay. Okay. Can we not get eaten by the bigger gecko things? Oh my god. What? Where is the timer? 29 minutes. Okay, okay, we have 29 minutes to do this. So... Okay, okay, we got this, guys. We got this. Alitoad? Alphinaud? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. Yes? Discuss your surroundings. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alphinaud attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he is telling you this is the wrong way. Ribbit? Ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit, ribbit! Alitoad turns to face the north. Perhaps she is suggesting you cross the bridge. This bridge? We mean this bridge, right? We mean this bridge. Not quite sure what bridge we are talking about here. Sorry, I am a little lost right now. Certainly not there. Can other players see me? Can other players see me being a frog? Please. Please tell me they can't. Please tell me they can't. What in the...
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work, so much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
He's so pretty. God.
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
So they do know about the final days.
I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
That's what they always say.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I want his backpack, by the way. Hi. Hi. Don't mind us. Nothing to see here. Hi.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
He knows. Why does
While I
he
do
know?
have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
How does he know?
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Oh, he has a point. I guess toads don't go in groups? I suppose we should have known a Gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telephroi declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. If we happen to cross paths with Erenville again, I should like to thank him properly. Alisaie is staring off in the direction of Erenville, departed, a thoughtful look on her face. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Krile for the moment, see what they think of this. Where are they again? Okay. Oh man. No, sorry. It's funny how normal the forest seems now. As a toad, it was all so much more ominous and threatening. Where's Krile? Good question. The fuck did she go? Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then? We did. Where's Krile? Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Krile and discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm. She was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Ah, I need to stop using this. Please, can we stop with this? Retainer announcements. Anyway, so she should be somewhere here. Also, I'm starting to see I see a lost little troll. Is it an Etherite quest? I mean, not an Etherite, an Ether current? Oh god. Help! No, 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 stop, stop. Muggers? No. Muggers? Okay, okay. Okay, first of all... So where's Krile? Is she outside? Well, they did say she's supposed to be somewhere near the flowers that she was looking at, and I kind of don't remember where it is, to be honest. I remember it was on top of a hill, but was it that one? Was it that hill? Hi again. Yeah. I'm a little busy, you guys. Ah, there it is. Please stop. Go reset. Go reset! No! So many nice date spots here, but I'm being attacked by everything in a 3-mile radius. Stop. Stop. Stop aggroing me. Okay. Krile? Krile, sweetie? What's happening? Did you just... I thought those things were rare.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
She?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh no.
Thank you.
You gotta stop doing this.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
The hell does that mean? What?
That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
I'm taking screenshots. I'm sorry. I hear answers in the background.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
Are we?
You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Oh no. Oh no.
Master Fourchenault? What business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archeion custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
Oh, shut the...
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city.
Fuck y'all.
As for your absent companion, he has already been
Graha?
detained.
How dare you?
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
What? But we left him outside.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
That doesn't seem very promising.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Oh, I don't like him at all.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Is this where Y'shtola gets to march up the... just like in the cinematic? God, these uppity bastards. They really get my goat. You know what I mean? They're really pushing all my buttons. You give me my cat back.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
That smile.
The forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fourchenault, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
Really? You summoned everyone for this?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldesion. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Malcontent.
These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret.
Warmongers?
What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Don't at me.
Galuf Baldesion was never one to forsake his fellow man.
I want her hairstyle.
Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Oh shit.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, The positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
I like how he's just smiling while he says that. Leader
From
of the
a particular
Crystarium.
point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene.
Wow.
But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Then who did that?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
They fucking tell us?
Father, Master Fourchenault, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me.
Oh, fuck.
So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
What was it?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Monteshane.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, hmm? By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Thank you!
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
Thank you!
No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
The literal voice of reason.
Order! We will have order!
Oh, shut up. You can't control anything.
Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures.
What?
Until further notice, the students of Baldesion are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
God damn it. This FF7 all over again. Divided.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
Divided.
Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
I hate this.
Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Everyone's like, you disturbed my banana. Even the Vieira's got no hat. Still no hats. Even as a forum member. We can't wear this stupid hat. Oh my god. Okay. That is so annoying. Oh man. Well, back here, we're together. That's good. Girl, are you okay? What did they do to you? I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I have just read as I left the restricted section, and knocked over the security mammoth on my way out. I promise to be more vigilant next time. A security mammoth? Alisaie, thank the gods for Scholars Montaigne. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. I know, right? My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed that much to Arenvald and myself. Krile? You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. You sure that? Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedoms so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Sharlayan. Where do you want me to go next? Stop with his souls. We shall have to think very carefully about how we are to proceed from here. Okay, you're still saying the same thing. Alisaie. Alisaie has a look of dissatisfaction, as you should. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Alphinaud? Alisaie? It is you! Mama? When I heard you'd been dragged through before the forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I am so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mother? It is Mom. It's... Ameliance Leveilleur at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. She seems like a nicer person. Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you are here, what's he gonna do? Oh, bother that. Right? That's the attitude. That's the correct attitude. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fourchenault are not in the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. She seems like a nice person. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Alexia, what do you think? Alexia? The Alexia Solaris? What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Did I just say yes because I didn't know what else to say? But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Alexia, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. All right, Mama. And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. I noticed. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Oh, I guess it's time to visit your house. I'm sure Alphinaud thinks nothing of it. He invited classmates over all the time. But I wasn't the most... It was a different time for me, all right? I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Alexia? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Yeah, I should. Because just in case your jerk of a dad suddenly comes by, we gotta do something about it. Talk. Let us give Alisaie a push, then, and be on our way. I guess it's off to your house, sweetie. Fine. If we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. I mean, never mind. Leveilleur estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Alphinaud and Alisaie are now accompanying you. Do you have a little shrine for me in your room, Alisaie? Leveilleur estate is in the northern part of Journey's End, just down the stairs from the rostra. Oh, and please don't make a fuss when we get there. It's only a house. You mean a mansion, right? I've seen your house, Alisaie. Look. Look at that thing. It's not just a house. I mean, seriously. No. Look at that thing. What? What's she wearing? I kind of like it. Ma'am? Okay. When Alisaie and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. I know, you guys have grown so much, and I'm so proud of you. As children, Alphinaud and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch his water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. So he does care. After all we've been through together, 'tis strange to be here with you now, to come full circle and see how much has changed. I know. I know. Okay. It's only a house, my ass. Ameliance. And here you are at last. Please, do come in. Oh my god. Just a house? Just a house?
Welcome home, my lady.
Just a house, she says. Housing item? Housing item? Housing item? See, this is why all of my retainers are in butler suits.
What? What are you gawping at?
Everything, duh. House Leveilleur in all its grandeur. Scion headquarters must seem squalid indeed. Just admiring the craftsmanship. The craftsmanship? Like, dude!
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Aren't you, though? And I mean that in the best way.
Lord Fourchenault is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
At least they're a diversified employer. They have Rogadine, they have yours.
Master Alphinaud, Mistress Alisaie, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Okay. Holler if you need something, okay? You're also my babies. Is this the part where you turn evil on me?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
Oh, if you only knew.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why,
Oh,
since
shucks.
that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Oh, shucks, I'm glad.
"'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under
Yes,
normal
Mama.
circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits."
So there was this time I went to another dimension, another world. And then there was also this boat and this flying whale. Oh, we also killed like an evil pope. Oh!
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Bruh.
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphinaud.
For once.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
The matching outfits the first time we see them in ARR. It makes sense now. It explains everything.
See for yourself.
Yes, Mama Finno? Oh my goodness. He's
Thank
so
you for the
handsome.
splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
My son. He's so handsome.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me,
Lids?
Master Alphinaud.
No lids? Is this where he changes jobs? It is.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Excuse me?
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Just tweeted everybody.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
I like her.
We will, Mother. I promise.
Thank you, Mama Leveilleur.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fourchenault has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
I take it Mama's been doing this for a long time.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. Come on, not even a hug. That was so sweet. Okay, so I guess it's Chocolate Twins again. This would be a good place to wrap up, actually. Alisaie, now in your new outfit! And that was that. Only the gods know, and we'll be back again. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice. As will these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Okay. That was very heartwarming. Props to Baldesion Annex. Although, to be honest, I think this is a good time to... This is a good point to kind of cut this. Now that we've seen Mama Leveilleur and we've had some information. We have that big meeting at the rostra and everything. So this might be a good point to take a rest for a while. It's been 2 hours and everything, so I don't want to bore you too much. So yeah, I guess see you next time.